Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're back with some SpinTires Mud Runner, and I'm going to be talking to you guys specifically about the new DLC pack that is coming out soon for consoles and PC, which means new trucks as well as a new map on consoles and PC, but we have some details here about two of the brand new trucks, and the first one that we're going to talk about is the absolutely just huge, absolutely massive E7429. Now, the E7429, obviously, you guys have seen my, if you guys have seen my video where I talked about this DLC as a whole, then you will have seen the overall kind of general overview of all of these vehicles, but this video is meant to dive a little bit deeper into the specifications of these two trucks as revealed by the creators of Mud Runner. Now, the E7429, my bad, E7429 has a few different strengths and weaknesses. The strengths-wise, it's got a large fuel capacity, but weaknesses, it says it uses fuel quickly, and it's also very slow. So it's got all-wheel drive, it's got a locking diff, it's got basically they say its role is a heavy-duty hauling vehicle. Now, as you'll see on the screen right now, this thing is just, it's huge, it's massive. It's probably one of the largest vehicles, especially one of the largest trailer towing focused vehicles that we've seen from the actual game developers in a while, and it will definitely be the largest one on consoles. Now, as far as to go over some of the actual specifics of this vehicle, basically there's a few different things. So there are a big variety of attachments, big variety of attachments, but they also say what it lacks in speed, it makes up for in strength. Now, the strength of this truck is kind of just an added bonus when you consider the amount of actual add-ons and attachments that it actually has available to it. And those are the fuel cistern, which carries 14,000 liters of fuel, garage semi-trailer, which carries 4 garage points, garage trailer that carries 2 garage points, log trailer, medium log trailer, log carrier, then medium log trailer, repair kit, short log trailer, spare wheel, trailer hitch, and the utility trailer. Although I feel like the trailer hitch was kind of self-explanatory considering the fact that it has that many trailer attachments that it can be used with. Now, the interesting thing about this truck is that not only can it be used for logging, it's probably going to end up being the best rescue rig on the console versions of the game, because it's just so capable, or basically is primed to be super capable, and I think will outdo the 8x8s that are currently in the console version of the game and probably make them obsolete. I think there's really, once this thing comes into the game, I don't really think that there'll be that much more that will be using I think they're like the MAZ, basically. I don't think there's really that much we'll be using them for. It's definitely going to be an interesting battle between the older 8x8s and this new one in the console versions of the game, because the only vehicles available in those versions are the vehicles that actually come with the game itself. Now, it says it can take up to 600 units of damage, so that is pretty good. It's got an overall fuel capacity of 800 liters and obviously a toggleable diff lock. It's also, interestingly enough, immediately unlocked on the Valley, because you'll be using this truck. You'll be using all these new trucks on the Valley right off the bat, but it also costs 5 balance points to use it on different map. Or to use it on a different map, I should say. So use it on different maps. Now, I think another thing that'll be interesting about this truck is its water fording capability should be huge. Now, moving on to the other truck, we have the C6317. Now, the C6317, stats-wise, can sustain up to 600 points of damage, fuel capacity of 330 liters, so it's not quite as, it doesn't have quite as much of a as big of a fuel capacity as the other truck, the 8x8, but at the same time, it's not going to use as much fuel. So Strengths-wise, they have a new medium log trailer that you'll be able to use. You can carry up to a 7-point load at a time, but they also say it's not the sturdiest vehicle and won't stand up to heavy damage. So even though it has 600 damage points, it's interesting because I feel like that must mean it will probably be more susceptible to damage and basically get damaged easier, so it'll fill that damage bar up quicker. Now, it's got quite a few add-ons. There's fuel cistern, fuel semi-trailer, garage parts, garage semi-trailer, garage trailer, log carrier, log carrier with crane, medium log trailer, short log trailer, spare wheel, trailer hitch, utility semi-trailer, and utility trailer. So this thing basically boasts one of the biggest lists of attachments and upgrades out of a stock truck that I've seen in a long time. Now, it's also going to be available straight off the bat on the Valley, but obviously you'll have to unlock it for use on other maps. Now, the interesting thing about it, right? The interesting thing about this truck is that even though it's not going to be quite as capable per se as the 8x8, the 8x8 should be it should be a toss-up between which one of these you use, because the 8x8 looks like it's going to be slow. I mean, they've already said it's going to be slow, but, like, their definition of slow is probably way different than my definition of slow. And when you hear SpinTires developers, like SpinTires Motor developers, tell you that a vehicle is going to be slow, you better believe it's going to be really, really slow. Like, we're talking insanely, extremely, like, mad levels of slow. So at least that's what I am expecting from that 8x8. So this should have a good amount of advantage over the 8x8 in terms of sheer speed, and I think that should play a big role in making it a much more usable vehicle on other maps. But I think just for the sheer fact that 8x8 is going to be able to take so much freaking damage, and it's going to be able to just barrel through everything, like river crossings, forests, mud, like, just destroy everything in its path. I think the 8x8 also will end up becoming one of the more interesting vehicles we'll have seen out of this game in a while. So you guys have gotten the details on these two new trucks that are coming in the Valley DLC, a little bit more in-depth detail than you will have gotten in my other overview video on this DLC. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it, and also let me know if you guys will be picking up this DLC. Really, it's kind of a no-brainer, especially if you're on console and you want to play with some new trucks. But also, if you want to see more daily videos like this one and stay up to date on SpinTires MudRunner, mods for American Truck Simulator, Forza, Need for Speed, it's all going to be right here for you guys. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.